Imagine this, you're on a double date with your friend and two other people, and you're struggling to keep the conversation going with the person sitting across from you. And so you and your date both turn and you start to listen to your friend who's telling this really good story. And he's telling it with all the, the impressions, all the facial expression, he's telling all these jokes. He just looks like he is completely in his element. And that's when you notice that the person sitting across from you, who's supposed to be your date, is giving your friend a very interesting look. You can tell that your date is very attracted to your friend, and you're left here just basically being ignored. You're not even part of the conversation anymore. And you're jealous because you've been talking for like an hour now and you're really struggling to keep the conversation going. Your battery is drained, and it looks like this guy just has all the energy in the world. In this scenario, you could have all the conversation skills in the world, but if you're kind of a quiet, reserved, introverted person by nature, it's not going to help very much. But luckily, there is a way to actually put yourself in a social mood consistently, regardless of how you feel beforehand. And if you can do this effectively, you're basically going to have conversations on easy mode. You do this by changing your goals and by detaching from your previous identity. So for changing your goal, you can think of it like this. Strangers are just friends you haven't met yet, or they're enemies you haven't met yet. And acquaintances are just friends who you have met, but you haven't made friends with them yet. So let's think about how you treat a friend. You would help them unconditionally. It's not always transactional. You would try to have fun with your friends, and you would also try to learn from your friends. But when we're meeting new people or trying to get closer to people we have met, so trying to make friends, we don't have these goals. We have one goal, which is to make a friend. But if they're just friends that we haven't made yet, why don't we just treat them like friends and have these same goals of helping them, of learning stuff, and of having fun? Now, you do still need to have that goal of making friends, but you don't need to check in on it as regularly. So you might think like after every 5 minutes, oh, does this person like me? Am I making friends? The issue with that though is that you might do something a little bit bad, that like have an awkward silence or whatever, but that's not meaningfully gonna affect whether you make friends with someone, because it takes a very long time to connect with people, and each single thing that you do, like one thing that you say, isn't really gonna make a big difference there. So stop checking every 5 minutes whether you're close to making friends, and just check maybe once per social interaction, and focus the rest of your energy on those other three things. And you may notice that I said strangers are either friends or enemies that you haven't made yet. And that's because not everyone is gonna like you. But why would you try to get your enemies to like you? Why would you seek validation from your enemies or just people who don't like you? So you can just ignore them. So if you have this mindset, you're gonna focus more on having fun, helping people, and learning more, which is gonna allow you to have better conversations. And it's also gonna not leave you feeling drained, because you're not gonna be worrying. Because when you're worrying, that's draining in itself. It also means that's half your energy gone. So you only have half your energy to focus on making conversation, which makes it not go as well, which makes you worry more. Anyway, you get the idea, it's difficult. So it should be reasonably easy to focus on having fun and learning from people. You can just, think beforehand, I'm gonna try and learn 3 things today, and then afterwards you just reflect. What are some things I learned today? How did I have fun today? Anyway, but it might be a little bit harder for you to try to help people. Like, you're probably a nice person, but what you can do if you just aren't that interested in people, you go to a social event and you're like, oh, do I even really want to talk to these people? I don't know if I like them. You can try to imagine how you would feel if someone did the thing you're about to do to you. So if you're going to give someone a compliment or something, just imagine how good it would feel to do that. Don't think about, are they going to like the compliment? Is it a good compliment? That's using your mind. You want to use your heart. So like Tony Robbins says, your mind contracts, your heart expands. So you want to feel the emotion of what it would feel like if you did it, and that's going to help you be more, nice and focus on that. And that's going to help you feel like socializing way more, because you're going to go like, damn, I'm helping these people so much, because you'll feel that. You'll feel it. So now you should have unlocked way more energy, and you should be able to maintain it throughout your social interactions. But you may feel like, even with all this knowledge now, it doesn't feel like me to do that. So, maybe I don't feel like it's me to give compliments all the time, or it doesn't feel like me to tell more jokes because I'm trying to have more fun. Well, I'm going to tell you that is you, right? The new you, anyway. And you're currently acting like the old you because it's comfortable, it's what you're used to. You keep acting like the old you until you go out of your comfort zone and become the new you. So if something doesn't feel like you, it doesn't feel like the old you. If you want to do it, that means you value it. And what is more you, what is more true to you than what you value? So just like I am right now, just go slightly out of your comfort zone and that will become the new you. Soon, it'll be so natural for me to just walk around in public like this because I'll just keep doing it until it feels natural. I'm just trying to have fun right now, filming, and I'm just trying to help people because people see this and go, damn, that guy's so confident, maybe I could do that as well. They'll be inspired. So this right now, I'm not worrying about, oh, do people like me? And so as a result, my energy is high and I don't really care. I'm just having fun. So hope this helps. Have a great day.